It's already been proven many times that Josh Daniels can't do anything without Bill Belichick. And now it's starting to be proven as fact that Bill Belichick can't do anything without Tom Brady. How the mighty have fallen. Hello everybody and welcome to the Week 6 video of the 2023 NFL season and my prediction picks. I'm your host Catherine and you are on the Blind Canadian Cat YouTube channel. I say meow, I roll intros. You know me, I've been doing this I think 10 plus years now at this point. We've been here a while, we're having fun. And like we're having fun with this season. We're on a roll still and I don't think anything's stopping me anytime soon. Checking into last week, admittedly and a little like mediocre-ish, like straight up pool. You hit some, you missed some. It is what it is. But with the spreads and the totals, we're looking great. Things look great. Our season's still great. I'm doing better than Justin, so your rule of 4 means nothing. Straight up against the spread and on the totals, so your rule of 4 means nothing. I am the queen of the world. So ligma and sugma. But outside of that, it is what it is, and subpar week by me also led to a subpar week by both the Rice and the Quack. It is what it is, though. We're having fun. And let's get going to the picks. And before anyone says anything, yes, I am aware that today is Friday that I'm recording this. So once again, I missed the Thursday game. I'll put it up on the slideshow anyway, just so it's there for data purposes and blah, blah, blah. But you can see my Twitter. And you can also see me bitching at the fact that as it pops up over... Pop it up over here. You can see over the Thursday game at Denver plus 10.5, and of course KC kicks that field goal that makes it an 11-point win for them. So you can see already on my Twitter that I'm a little frustrated on that, but it's okay. It's okay. Straight up, and we got the under because at this point KC's not scoring a lot of points, and Denver just sucks in general. So. It's still amazing that the Bears blew that lead to Denver. Is what it is. When we get to the rest of the games, going to London, as a Ravens fan, it's, for me, the thing that always sticks out to my mind was when we last went, you got our asses kicked by Blake Bortles, but now, like, looking back at all these years later, the Jags just were good that year, so it's what it is. Again, like for me, yes, that, what was it? I think it was like 41-7 or some shit like that. And then, like, 2 weeks later, they go and beat Pittsburgh, like 30-9, and Ben Roethlisberger threw 5 picks. I don't know. You remember things when you've been doing this for as long as I have. But now we're playing Tennessee, and if there's anything I learned from Tennessee, I'm going to ignore all the games that have been played this year by Tennessee. Tennessee really likes to fuck with us. They do. So, I'm taking the Ravens to win, because the Ravens are the better team here. Tennessee has struggled all year, and they've been inconsistent, and at this point, I don't know how to rate them, because I'm trying to base them off that Cincy game, and I don't know what the fuck Cincy is at this point, and I don't know. But I know Tennessee likes to fuck with Baltimore a couple times, so while I'm taking the Ravens to win, yes, I'm biased, but I'm taking them to win, I'm going to give Tennessee +4. This could easily be like a 3-point win. 20-20, Ravens drive, kick a field goal. Or 23-20, Tennessee misses a field goal. Something like that, I don't know. But I can see this being a 3-point game. Because Baltimore likes to shoot themselves in the feet. And at this point, I can't help but think that all those receivers are thinking about those drops. It's one thing to have like a drop here and there. It happens. Football happens. Like sometimes the balls, you overthink it. But that many drops for one team, that's a lot of drops for one team. Especially going those first 4 weeks without any drops. So like... But, yeah, I'm taking the Ravens win. Niners blow out Cleveland. I don't care if Watson plays or not. I'm taking them by +10, or to win by 10 anyway. I don't care. Falcons, Commanders, you could really go either way with that. I wouldn't hate you for it. I'm going to Atlanta because Washington, like I said, has still not impressed me this whole year. So, like, I'm just going to go Atlanta because I have this, like, weird half-belief. Especially since Atlanta won last week, so it's like, maybe Atlanta's good. Because, again, it's also, like, where do we feel with Houston? Where are we feeling with some of these other teams? We're getting to the point now where, like, really game results actually matter because these teams have been playing enough now that we can kind of gauge what they're like. But at the same time, it's still early enough that some teams haven't found that rhythm. But teams that are like 2-3, 2-4, 3-3, or I guess 2-3, 3-0, whatever. It's you never know, because late season runs can happen at any point. I'm also expecting Cincy to have one. I'm almost guaranteed Cincy's gonna have a late season run. They always do, so I'm not concerned. If they get to like 2-6, then you can be concerned. But I don't think they're gonna get there. Although that game against Seattle this week is gonna be a fun one. It will be a fun one. But yeah, I'm taking Atlanta over DC. Who cares? Miami to bail out the Panthers. Don't care. Chicago and Minnesota is interesting to me, because now with Minnesota losing Justin Jefferson, and this team already kind of sucked to begin with, are they going to suck more? The run game still is kind of non-existent. You don't have that guy, so now it's Addison and Osborne who have to be that guy, or at least carry a little more responsibility, which I don't doubt that they can do. But now that the Bears know, oh hey, we could pull this performance, the one we did against the Commanders on Thursday night, we could pull that performance out of our ass. Who's to say we can't do that to Minnesota, who doesn't have Jefferson? I'm rolling with it. I wouldn't bet this game either way if I were you. I would ignore this game completely. But I'll take the Bears. +3, why not? At this point, it won't surprise me if Minnesota won this game 10-9. It would not. Jags over the Colts, but even with Gardner Minshew starting, the Colts still seem in a somewhat respectable level. I mean, don't get me wrong, I never thought Gardner Minshew was a bad quarterback, so having him as a backup, he's respectable. I'm kind of sad that Anthony Richardson keeps getting hurt. He looks fun to watch so far, and I wish he could stay healthy. But, again, Minshew, I still think also deserves a chance. I mean, you can't tell me Minshew ain't better than Zach Wilson. You can't tell me that. But I'm rolling with the Jags. I still think the Jags are that team that should win the division for all intents and purposes. But I'll give that +4.5 because I respect Gardner Minshew. You can go, again, Texans Saints, you can go either way. This was definitely the game that took me the longest to decide. I'm going to roll with Houston because that belief in Houston that I have, it's not to say that they're a great team, but I think things are making sense. And I was really impressed with them. They lost that game. The defense kind of faltered that last drive, but I was impressed with that game. I was. So, I still think Houston has it. I'm not going to put much value for the Saints game over the Patriots because the Patriots are like Bears, Broncos bad, Panthers bad. They're that bad, so I'm not going to put any weight on it. I like Houston. I think they're on the come up. I think their trajectory at this point could get them to 7 or 8 wins. I think their trajectory looks good. I do. Like I said, I think the Bengals, they're going to start finding their groove now. Beat up a Seattle team who, yeah, they got a break, but are still kind of in that meh phase. Meh. So, I'm always Cincy. Vegas Patriots, I also don't want to touch this game because I just don't care. But I'll take the Raiders because at this point I'm convinced. I made a bold prediction that I think the Patriots will be a bottom 5 team in the NFL. And at this point, I'm going to ride or die with that pick. So I'm going to pick the Raiders here. If the Patriots could win, that just means I have no faith in the Raiders even more, which will also mean I'll start having less faith in the Packers more. But we'll see. Any given Sunday, Monday, Thursday, Saturdays occasionally is a thing. I'm not going to say no, but I don't want to pick the Patriots. I just don't. Lions over Bucks, I'm low-key surprised it's at 3, even though Detroit's the road team. But I think this could low-key be a fun game. We'll see how Baker does, because there is a slight resurgence in Tampa. I don't know how big it's going to be, or if it's just like a start of the season thing and then Baker's going to fall off near the end. But I think that it could be a fun game. Rams over Cards. Rams still have not impressed me enough. That Slay Hole touchdown. Arizona might be back to earth by now. I don't know. I still think they're playing somewhat competitive. So I'll give them a +7. Jets, I'm not going to give you +7. I think Philly clears you by a mile. so I'm just going to keep rolling with it. Bills over the Giants. God damn it. Why couldn't they flex this out? I know you usually can't flex out the first 5 weeks, but I thought you could get 6. Although I guess looking at it, you probably didn't have many good games. I feel like Bengals, Seahawks would put something. Texans, Saints. I mean, I guess you wouldn't have known that before the week 5 games, but there were definitely better options than forcing us to watch the Giants on primetime again. There definitely was. And now we're probably getting too late. I mean, I don't know. Whatever. Brain talking now too late. But yeah, Buffalo, and they're going to win by 20. They will. And this might be a hesitant pick by some people, but I am going with the Chargers. Eckler should come back, so the team should be better. Dallas, I'm not going to say Dallas is not a good team, because I know they're still a good team. And then I don't know why other people have said it, but I've always thought the Niners have been the best team so far in the NFL. For like the last 3 weeks, I've thought Stanford was a better team. So the fact that people had doubts about them kind of tripped me out. I can't say I was expecting a blowout, but damn. I was not expecting that. But I like the Chargers here. I think the Chargers can pull it off. I do. Those are my picks. We'll go to my money line. I'm doing another 6, and again, this is up to you if you want to do 5. That 6 I did have went 4-2, and technically 4-1 if you don't count the Packers game. So maybe there's a combination that works here for you, but we'll see. Mine is Jags over the Colts. Whether or not you believe that 4.5, it's up to you. But the Jags have been beating the Colts for forever, so I don't see why not again here. Rams money line. I don't think the Rams should lose to the Cardinals. I really don't. Get that. Bengals cover Seattle. I think Bengals need to get on a roll, so they're gonna keep rolling. Bengals win. Niners against the spread. I don't care. And like Cleveland looked that bad, and I think there's still a chance that Watson's out. I'm pretty sure Watson's out, but I've heard they might be going to a different quarterback for this game. I don't know. But the Niners are good anyway, and if they're gonna beat the Cowboys by 30, 20. 30? 30, yeah. They're going to beat the Cowboys by 30. They're going to beat the Browns by 10. I have all that confidence. Patriots, Raiders, unders. I'm kind of say I would stay away from this game personally. But I don't trust either of these offenses. I don't. So at 41.5, I'll roll with it. I'll roll with it. This could easily be a 13-10 game, a 10-7, 10-6. I could see this happening. And then I got Lions and Bucks over. I think this could be a good game. Because, the Lions defense, it's getting there, but I don't think it's there yet. And Baker is just kind of I don't give a fuck kind of guy, throw it all over. Or Detroit could just score the 42 by themselves. If they can put 42 on Carolina, I don't think they can't put 40 on Tampa. I don't think they cannot put 40 on. I'm sure they could. Do any combination of that. This is what I like. And we'll see how it goes. And then we go over to fantasy real quick, for the sake of fantasy. Slightly better, more or less, give or take. But we're still... That Professionals Dynasty League, that team I took over, is not working. And I think it's mostly because of running backs. Making Pierce and Khalil Herbert try to work is not working. And now Herbert's going to be gone for a couple of weeks. Meaning I got to somehow figure out Smaje Perine, Josh Kelly, maybe Deuce Vaughn, but none of them don't really get snaps anymore, so it's... I don't know. I think I'm just kind of doomed from the start. I don't really pay attention enough to college, so I don't know what rookies are coming out, but I'm going to need a running back one way or another. I don't think I'm going to make these playoffs, and I just need to find myself a running back one way or another. I really do. But yeah, on that way, facing Micah and AL away, our good friend Dio, or XLTL, or whatever they go by, and Discord's finest, some rando named AJ and Andy Go, I don't know who they are really, and some guy, I think this is Mitchell, in the Dynasty League. Again, I don't want to know who most of these people are, but hey, they're the opponents, so best of luck to me, and we'll see where we get with that. And I'm honestly kind of surprised that Marlon has not really said a lot in this video, so it is what it is. With that being said, thank you all for me, and one final update, because we were talking about the Orioles and Liberty in the past. Shit. I get nothing, apparently. I put out a tweet that was saying, like, I've got the old, like, in the next, like, 4 or 5 days, I'm going to have a bunch of Orioles games, get the Ravens-Steelers game, I got these Liberty games, and none of them won. None of them have won. It's so depressing. Orioles get swept. Ravens pretty much blow the game against Pittsburgh. Liberty are down 2-0. Probably going to get their ass handed in Game 3, because they have looked like... They've looked awful in both games. They just looked straight awful. So, I get nothing. I get to suffer. And I know damn well the Ravens ain't winning no Super Bowl this year. I don't have the confidence in them. They'll make the playoffs. If Lamar stays healthy, they might win a playoff game. But I do not have the confidence in this team to take a Super Bowl run. Not with KC playing great defense. Not with Miami playing great offense. Not with Buffalo being a consistent team that always shows up in the playoffs. They're not going to get to the Super Bowl, but they'll always be in the playoffs. Since he's got to get healthy at some point, I just don't have faith. I don't. Now, when they prove me wrong, it'll be fantastic. But I just don't have faith. But anyway, that is all from me. Thank you all for tuning into the Week 5. This is the Week 6 video. Make sure you follow me on my Twitter, CanadianCatCP, Instagram, BlankCanadianCat. Hop into Twitch. I don't know. At this point, go hop into Subleaf's Twitch. They stream more than I do. So, hop into Subleaf's Twitch. And then hop into the Discord. Bunch of happy faces there. We'll always recommend it. You will all very much enjoy it. That is all from me. I am Catherine. You're on the Blind Canadian Cat YouTube channel. Choose peace, accept love, and have big trust. Good night, Internet.